So if you've ever looked online for a Little Tikes table, you've probably seen that the running price for a new one is around $70, $75, and a lot of times the colors are very kid-friendly. There's nothing wrong with that, absolutely not, but if you're looking for something that's a little bit more updated, or maybe you're looking to get an older Little Tikes table for a little bit cheaper and then be able to refinish it, I'm going to show you how to do that. So starting out, you can find old Little Tikes tables on eBay. Sometimes you might see some on Facebook Marketplace. We actually had a family friend that gave ours to us, so we got it for the grand price of $0, which helps with the, as I look for my elder wand, that helps with the dark art of math calculations. But all that to say, we got the table for free, and we began to prep the table by simply rubbing off any of the larger particles on it, rinsing it off with water, and letting it dry sufficiently. What you're going to see is we did not sand the table, we did not rough it up any. We chose not to do that. If you wanted to, you could use a 220 grit sandpaper to lightly rough up the surface, but we felt like this table was distressed enough already that the paint would be able to adhere to it. And when you're sanding, that's really what you're going for, is you want to make sure that that paint is going to adhere to the surface and not peel off easily. So after the table had been properly cleaned, we then started to paint it. You can see in this video, my wife went around the table very meticulously in very thin layers and coats to apply paint to it. The reason for that is that she's read the back of the can, and she knows that if you apply thin coats, you can apply another coat about 5 minutes after. So it can be a really quick project if you put on thin coats. You don't have a lot of paint that runs or anything like that. It just moves very quickly. The main color that we used, and I'll reach over to my props, was old rubbed bronze, Rustoleum. So all of the paint that you see, all the sealer you see used in this video are Rustoleum projects. We've had products. Once again, if I can learn to talk, I'll be doing great. We have had great luck with Rustoleum projects on plastic materials in the past, so we decided to go with that again. But we applied 2 rough coats of that oil rub bronze paint. Once again, struggling to talk today. So after we had finished the base and gotten that taken care of, we covered it up and then started to paint the top of the table. For that, we used this Rustoleum 2X Ultra Cover White to give a nice white surface to the top of the table. That was more the look we're going for. Once again, we're just trying to update this table and make it look nice and modern and maybe kind of hipstery. But we got that paint on, we put 2 coats of that paint on the top as well, and then we actually went back over the project after that, after it had had sufficient time to dry. We used the matte clear enamel product from Rustoleum in order to seal the table up so that it wouldn't be damaged from daily use. We put 2 coats of that on the table as well to give it a nice finish. So just to review, dark arts of math. If you see my hand, I've got a little bit of blue on it. That's not from trying to destroy a Horcrux. That is actually from making an American flag that you will see in the next video on Wednesday. But all that to say, dark arts of math, I estimate that we have roughly $20 in this project, and that a new table, just from looking online, would be close to $70. Full props to my wife on this project. She did the majority of the work. Really the only thing I did besides filming, I made this small flower box that you see, and I did in fact paint that myself. So, pats on the back for my small contribution on this. But overall, we're very happy with how the table has turned out. And I want you to know that I have seen the metadata. I know that if you're watching this video, you are interested in more spray painting furniture projects. So I want you to know that every week I will be putting out a video where I spray paint something and I cover helpful tips. So if you want to stay tuned for that, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We'd really enjoy having you here. Also, leave a like on this video to let me know that I'm on the right track and you want to see more spray paint projects. But also, leave a comment if there's anything that I didn't cover. If you have any questions, I'd love to try to answer those. So leave a comment and I'll get back with you most likely within an hour. So by all means, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you next time.